How you doing?
Good, good.
The Jets are getting their ass kicked.
What?
14-0 right now.
Oh, they'll
I'm a
come
little
back.
bit.
They'll come back. They'll come back. They're the Jets. They'll
I
come
haven't
back.
caught up yet. I'm going through just skipping commercials.
Mm.
But almost the end of the first quarter.
Oh dear. Well, see what happens with the Jets. But how about C.J. freaking Stroud?
The greatest of all time of all time. Come on with it. Say it again.
Unbelievable.
Come on.
C.J. freaking Stroud.
I mean, God, you watched it, right?
I did. I was blessed to be able to watch it.
I mean, all throughout the game, like the play where delivered on Thursday, November 2nd. I don't understand. Um, the play where they pitched it back. I mean, come on, dude.
Yep.
That was just class.
Ugh. Yeah, there was something that like he had 8 passes that went in the air over 20 yards, and he was 6 for 8 with 2 touchdowns. I mean, just like you can drop it short, it can go long. He's unbelievable.
That's epic.
Meanwhile, you watch Bryce Young throws 2 pick-sixes to a Colts team that is not necessarily a world beaters. But he's in a different scenario there. But not much better than ours. Clearly, they just beat us, so it's not like you can't say that they're much worse than us. They just beat us. So
Yeah,
I
and I
thought we were
think
gonna
that's
we were gonna lose for sure.
that's just part of the inconsistency of having a young quarterback.
Hmm.
You're gonna have games where you play really well, games where you don't.
Well, CJ Stroud has had games he's played really well, or he's played okay.
They're not
He has
bad.
not had an awful game.
Agree.
We saw Will Levis last Thursday. He threw 3 picks. That's 3 times as many as Stroud.
Oh, it's Bryce Young yesterday threw 2 pick-sixes.
Remember, back down to 2 pick-sixes. That's 2 times as many as Stroud, and obviously infinitely more pick-sixes. So it's
Crazy.
just he has it. At this point in the season, you can't even deny it.
Rookie of the year.
I would think so. Yeah.
Probably. I mean, you got time, but
Right. Nothing else really comes to mind. I mean, he's breaking records for goodness sake. No, yeah, I'm thrilled. I really thought we had for sure lost when Tampa scored. I was like, gosh darn it. We're going to lose to Baker freaking Mayfield. And CJ Stroud said, not today.
it was beautiful.
Oh.
I went to a football game a handful of years ago at DKR Memorial Stadium there in Austin, Texas, with the Texas Longhorns played against the Texas Tech Red Raiders when Baker Mayfield was the Red Raiders quarterback, and he led the team to a game-winning comeback. And then after he did it, he threw the game-winning touchdown. He looked over directly at me, or in my general vicinity, but I like to think he looked at me.
That's right.
And he put his index finger up to his lips and told us to be quiet. And I thought to myself, this won't be the last you hear of me, Mr. Mayfield. And here we are. And after that, I put my finger, after this past week, I put my finger up to my lips and I told him,
That's right.
No, you be quiet.
That's right. That's right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ugh. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm speechless at how good Stroud is. Really, it's hard to like look at anything else besides that. It's hard to look at the defense. I mean, obviously we had like no kicker, which somehow we still made a field goal, which was hilarious.
That was awesome.
That was
By the way,
literally
like
awesome.
defense does look bad, but a lot of injuries there. Like Derek Stingley Jr. hasn't played yet this year.
Hmm.
He's supposed to be coming back in the next couple of weeks. Um, James Ward got hurt again. The other safety got hurt. Like our best safety is a guy that was like signed off free agent. The
Right.
Shaquille Griffin or whatever. Like
Right.
that's been our best safety, and that's what we're having to deal with.
Yeah,
So I
and I
think
did it.
when Jalen Petrie was playing really well before he got hurt, Ward has been playing very well. They both got hurt in that game. And then Stingley's been out. So I think once all them guys are back, our pass defense looks really solid.
Hmm.
Damn it, another 4 to 6 week injury. God,
Ugh. Who's that on?
Kamencia. He's all
Backup.
right in defense. Yeah, okay. Starts sometimes.
Yeah, still never good to have
Uh,
injury.
he's my backup right wing back, so now I got to bring in my like 19-year-old as backup. So.
Hmm. I hear you. I hear you.
The ball out again. The ball is out again. The third fumble for the Jets. The
Oh
ball is
God.
out.
Oh my
This,
God.
this is the third fumble from the Jets. Uh-oh.
From who?
The Jets. Oh, fourth
uh,
down. Okay, it's better.
really? They didn't lose it?
Oh God, couldn't even. Look at a handoff. Can't even.
Right. Yeah.
So,
The
so
toss.
they
The
gave up a
toss.
touchdown on a punt earlier,
Hmm.
and then the wide receiver fumbled it after a perfect pass from Zach Wilson.
You don't hear that too
The wide
often.
receiver fumbles it, and the Chargers pick it back up, and then they go down and score later. And now almost another. Oh, and the block. Oof.
I forgot there's football tonight. Must mean there's the Jets are playing. Forgettable game.
Jets.
Jets.
Oh God.
Papa John's. Plymouth is leading the charge in the group check
Mm,
stage. The Papa John's down in Sky Bet League One.
there you go. The homeland. I was thinking the other day. It's gonna be so weird whenever we start over. That's gonna be a learning curve itself. Like starting off with like not Premier League players. Like, oh yeah, these are the guys I'm scouting now. I'm used to this. I like this.
Yeah, I really enjoyed having some players that will
Right.
sign for me because I'm one of the top 20 teams in the world.
Yep. You earned your way up there.
I do not miss the struggle.
Yeah. So yeah, what's the schedule like coming up here for y'all? Obviously, we're international break right now.
I've got a friendly tomorrow.
Hmm.
Um, uh, Man City, Brentford, Leeds, and then Chelsea. I might get to the Chelsea game.
Oh, Man City.
Yeah.
I've got the Burnley Bears,
Hmm.
and then Benfica,
Hmm.
Liverpool,
Hmm. Yep.
and then Carabao Cup against Newcastle, and then West Ham. So I've got a pretty tough bout of games here.
Yeah, that's true.
Gosh, I can't believe I freaking tied Inter.
Oh yeah, that was a tough one. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think in general though, you'll get them on the home field next week or next time and take the points there. But yeah, it's tough. Tough when that happens.
Okay. Oh goodness gracious. Another injury. Only for 3 or 4 days. Okay. All right.
Hey, we're making progress. Huh? We're making progress.
Ah, dang.
He's not injured. He just hurt.
Um,
Well, he was wide open.
Oof.
Saw that?
Yep. Yikes. Herbie. Oh well, he's been wide sacked. There you go, Bear. There you go, Bear.
hey,
There go your Jets. Yeah. Yeah.
Fred
yeah.
Delane with a hat trick for Netherlands.
Mmm.
Jets. Chance.
Who'd they play? Who did the Netherlands play?
Netherlands played uh, Serbia.
Oh.
And Eminem had 2 goals for Algeria.
Mm. Yeah, it's kind of nice when you get the players from Algeria or places like that because you know they're going to play. I got a guy from Uruguay. Not that Uruguay's necessarily bad, but if there's an Uruguay player playing in the Premier League, he's probably going to be on the national team.
Yep.
So it's
Well,
nice.
I have players that got 90 minutes for England, for Spain, Brazil, Argentina. I have several guys that got 90 minutes for some of the best
Some big
nations in the
guys,
world.
big boys.
Yeah, DLS is with Argentina. Jubal, Luis Enrique, and Fabio Luis are all with Brazil, and they all got 90 minutes.
And Brazil cartel there.
They do. Yep.
MK Brazil, MKB. No, I'm
That's right. MKP,
kidding.
baby. I think all 3 of them came from the same club, FLA.
Whoa, Flamengo. Same one that Neymar came from. So yeah, it's definitely one of the more
Well,
breeding
it's
grounds
coded.
of.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's coded into this game. Like, oh, they produce Neymar. Let's just have them produce Wonder Kids every year.
Yep. Which I mean, that's fair. They do get
Right.
a lot of the best Brazilian players do start there, so like, you can't deny it.
I had a player in the France under 21s play. That's exciting, huh?
Nice,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Big team,
And
big
the
club.
Ukrainian under 21s. Yeah.
There we go. Not bad, not
So you're
bad.
too injured to practice for me, but you'll go out there and play
That's
for them,
right,
huh?
for their
So
country.
you said the France under 21s?
Yeah.
I had 2 guys on the France under 21s team.
Cool.
Oh.
We got a whole France under 21 squad between us. Come on.
Oui, monsieur.
See, we're teammates.
And then next time that they play against each other, they're not gonna let us get scored on 6 goals in a row.
Well,
They're gonna be friendly with each other.
let's not hold our breath here, bro. Let's not hold our breath. All right. That's not all he has. He doesn't only have just a couple of guys on the French under 21 team. All right.
Oh, my little brother Dalvin Cook, what are you doing, my friend?
Yikes. The Jets have turned back into the Jets. I mean, I don't know if they ever left, but.
Yeah, they've never left.
See the Cowboys game, Bill?
Nope.
Oh God. It was just the perfect microcosm of Dak. It's just the perfect microcosm.
Did he blow it or what?
I think so. But his stats
I
are
know.
amazing.
Right.
No
I know his
picks.
stat line looks good.
Yep. But I mean, microcosm is they went for it for 2, and he's doing like a bootleg. He's running for it, and he gets the pylon with the football, but he stepped out of bounds before the ball touched the pylon, so they didn't get the 2.
Let's go.
Right. So it's like, okay,
I,
that's just
all I
classic
know is
Dak.
my social media is blaming the refs.
I would disagree.
I was rooting for Team Zebra.
Yeah, that's what my social media is saying, that
Right.
Cowboys outplayed the Eagles. They just couldn't outplay the Eagles and the refs.
I mean, I thought
So,
the Eagles were pretty bad in the fourth quarter. Like they didn't look good at all offensively. So I would say that, but I mean, I don't know. I thought the refs helped the Cowboys on some calls too.
like, I don't necessarily want to see the Cowboys struggle. I don't
Yeah.
want to see them be bad. I don't get joy in that, but I do get joy in being right about Dak Prescott. So if they can lose, like on the heels of Dak screwing it up,
Yeah.
I can get excited about that.
Yeah, Jerry just has to make the tough decision to, not give Dak a new deal
Yeah, it's too much money.
and just play Trey Lance for a year. You gave him a 5th rounder. That's not nothing. That's a rotation lineman. That's a rotation guy.
Right.
5th-round pick. You gave up enough for him. So give him a year, see what happens, because he's not the guy. You got to keep rolling the dice until you get somebody like C.J. Stroud, you get somebody like Joe Burrow, you get somebody like.
And that's the thing. You just got to keep rolling. It doesn't matter. Like, you're either gonna not win Super Bowls with Dak,
Right.
or you're gonna not win Super Bowls with like whoever else you keep like, and then eventually you're gonna hit, and you're gonna be in a position like Kansas City and Cincinnati, where you're just gonna be in the mix every year, or even Baltimore. Like these
Yep.
teams are at least in the discussion. So it's just like, just keep rolling the dice, and if it means 20 years of like missing, then when you do hit eventually, everybody's just gonna be happy. They're gonna hail you as like, all right, like nobody's mad right now at Chiefs ownership 10 years ago when they
Right.
had Alex Smith and Jamal Charles and all that. But they're not, like, they just think that they have the best team ever, the best owners ever, and it's just never going to be doom and gloom again.
Right.
So just get to that point.
Yeah. I would agree.
Whatever it takes to get to that point, just get there.
would
Don't
agree.
worry about the fallout along the way.
Right, but my thing is, I think just Jerry. I
No.
wonder if Jerry's just like, hey, I'd rather have, because I mean, yeah, I mean, if they go to the chances of
Well,
them being worse with Trey Lance are obviously higher, but for just next season. But you look long term. I don't know if he's thinking long term.
yeah. So what it is as an NFL owner, like she at his age,
Right.
you don't know how many years you have left to win a Super Bowl, right?
While you're alive.
So you're just gonna try and do whatever it can take to be at least like we've talked about, be in the playoffs and at least have a chance at the dance.
Yep.
And for him, he'd rather instead of blowing it up and just not having a chance, he'd rather like, dude, what if we can just get there and then pull a 2009 Giants or 2007 Giants, whatever year it was, where they went
Right.
9-7 and won the Super Bowl. Like, what if we can just get there and you can get that 3 good games out of Dak, or the crazy defensive performances or whatever, right? And to him, that's more enticing than just blowing it up, sacrificing who knows how many years just to eventually get to the point to where you're legitimately at the show.
Yep.
And it worked. It does work for teams. I mean, obviously it worked for, that Giants team we're referencing.
Yep.
It's
Well,
worked for lots of other teams along the way that are just like, didn't
but I
necessarily
do wonder,
have.
and I was thinking about that too, though, because have we entered a new era where that Giants team is like less likely now than even it was before. Just with you have Mahomes, you have Burrow, you have Allen, you have Hurts. Like there's just so many like. I mean, I say so many. Obviously, there's still plenty of bad quarterbacks, but there's like definitely a good number of like really good quarterbacks
Mhm.
that it's just going to be hard to be like, well, we got Dak Prescott, so we have like an average to above average quarterback, and our defense and special teams will carry us to the victory. It's like,
Right.
well, I don't think with the rules and everything. I don't think you could. I just don't think that's like gonna really work.
Yeah, but we've seen enough of Dak to know that he does have the potential to have 3 good games in a row.
Yep.
So if you can just get to the playoffs and get those 3 good games in a row, you're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's at least the potential there. Whereas you look at the Jets and Zach Wilson, there's just no potential. There's no way he has 3 good games in a row. It's
Right.
not possible.
Yeah.
And so at least like as a Cowboys owner, you know that there's a chance.
Yeah.
That gives you that chance.
Yep. They'll make the playoffs. You'll make the playoffs with Dak Prescott as your quarterback and
Yep.
the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep, and then lose.
And they get killed by San Fran or whoever. Oh. Oh.
But yeah, I agree. I 10 times prefer the position that we're in as the Texans than with the Cowboys. We won't make the playoffs this year, most
Right.
likely. But our odds of making the Super Bowl in the next 10 versus the Cowboys in the next 10, I like our odds way better.
Right. I would say so. I would say so.
Like in what world does Dak Prescott not make it to the Super Bowl? Not Dak Prescott, sorry, CJ Stroud.
Right.
This kid's so
It
cracked.
would have
It's
it would have to it would
ridiculous.
have to be on our GM
Right.
making some really bad deals of some kind. Drafting poorly, signing some bad free agent busts.
Yeah.
For some reason, I am
That
playing
or
in front
CJ. That or CJ Stroud wanted some massage parlors.
of right. Yeah. Please refrain from the massages, please. Is that too
So
much to
yeah,
ask?
uh,
But right. Yeah. I think. Oh, it would be in a good spot. Only trouble is just the AFC is just so loaded.
yeah,
I
no,
wish we were the NFC Texans. So we'd
yeah,
have to go through. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be 10 years of Mahomes, Burrow, Allen,
yep,
Lawrence. Like it's just That's the challenge. There's just a lot of good guys out there. NFC, not so much.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll see.
The road to get there is a rocky road. But man, that could be so exciting though. Like from a wild card round to a divisional round to a conference round. In those 3 weeks in a row, you can legitimately be playing like Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, you mentioned Lamar Jackson.
You can play those three guys 3 weeks in a row just to get the chance at the show. That would be something. That's by the way, don't look now, but Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
Yeah.
Super Bowl favorites? I don't know about favorites, but
Right, they're definitely a consideration.
Philadelphia all of a sudden looks human.
Yeah.
San Francisco looks human, and you're just like, the Ravens?
Ravens killed the Lions. Lions would be the other team. They killed them.
Yeah, they've killed everybody. Like,
Yeah,
their last 3 games, they won by like 118 to 36 or something crazy. Meanwhile, Bengals finally look like they can play football, but they're in last place in their division.
Hilarious.
Because that division's cracked.
Yeah.
I think that Pittsburgh's a little bit of a poser there, but 5-2, you know.
I mean, they beat Baltimore.
Yep.
They beat Cleveland. They
Yeah,
lost to
Cleveland
us.
defense is the real deal.
Lost to us, thankfully. Take it.
Yeah.
Down 1-0 to Arsenal. At Arsenal. Edward Militao, my best center back, was retired from international break, so I didn't play him. Backup.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Back on pretty heavy rotation. Getting minutes, definitely. But yeah,
Hey, good here.
Drawn here at home against Man City.
Nice.
So Mbappe has the ball. Shit. Luka, of course, the header.
Yeah, it's pretty automatic. It's pretty automatic.
Man. Zach Wilson. Kind of root for the kid.
Yeah. better than them, but I'm scoring.
Yeah, I find they have decent offensive game. They've been playing these like weird, low scoring games lately.
Mm. Your national break was just what the doctor ordered.
Yep, that's right. We're gonna take a 4-0 victory over the Bears.
Very nice, very nice.
Jeff got a yellow card in the third minute.
Um, hmm.
My way, your way.
This will be a tough loss. And it is. Gosh. 1-0 loss on the road to our rivals. Not ideal.
That means close the gap on you.
There you go. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. And a couple of plays I saw right now, the highlights was like that looked like Dak Prescott. I saw Herbert there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not in on them yet.
Yeah. Stroud's doing more with less. Like the Chargers definitely have more talent offensively than we do.
Right. You know, one thing I'm curious to watch. So, like right now, Stroud's playing just like a lot of composure. He's not acting afraid. Like, you see sometimes quarterbacks in the pocket are just scared. They're scared. They're just waiting to get hit, waiting to get hit. And like it's almost like they're tense all the time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And since he hasn't been like I know he took 11 sacks in the first two games, but since he hasn't like been hurt and abused, and like somebody hasn't fallen on him and broken his collarbone or something crazy that's
Yeah.
like planted that fear in his head, he's just playing very loose. And that's my biggest concern is that when he finally just gets like popped
Walloped.
and
Yeah.
like enough to where he's hurt, misses games or significant time, like how is he going to react coming back from that? Is he going to go back, like just go and start playing the game with fear? Or is he just going to stay this calm, composed stud?
Right. Yeah. I listened to a podcast talk about it, and it was like, yeah, like Kind of the opposite of what happened with Derek Carr. So he came into the league, and he just got killed. Like, he just took huge hits like that, and
Mhm.
eventually you just kind of lose your confidence and you start playing scared, and then you don't really ever get that back. And I definitely think the rule changes have helped to where even when Romo was playing, like Romo had like broken collarbones every other year. It seemed like because they just smash him to the ground, and you can't really do that much anymore, especially the quarterbacks. They have to put the kid gloves on.
Yep.
There's one play we had yesterday. The Texans did where I think it was Perriman had a really good tackle on, I don't know if it was like a receiver or for Tampa Bay, and then they called a necessary roughness. And it was like, well, he just kind of just lowered his shoulder, and the receiver lowered his shoulder too. It was not like he like hit him in the head or anything.
Yeah.
And like, you're all calling that, then I mean, yeah, his chance of getting murdered back there is a lot lower, which is good for us. But yeah, you're right. He hasn't really been absolutely hammered, concussed, or anything like that.
Right.
And part of that's on him. Part of that's him
Yeah.
getting rid of the ball, getting knowing how to move in the pocket.
Yep.
And when he does get sacked, he protects himself. I used to do the sacks. Yeah,
Right.
those first two games, it wasn't like he was like. I remember like I forget who it was like. Yeah, Tua back last year. Not protect himself at all. He's just getting killed. All right, well you're concussed. Concussed again.
Mhm.
You're not doing yourself any favors here. But yeah, I'm hopeful that he stays healthy and our coaching staff continues to grow and improve. And
Yeah, I really liked the game that was called yesterday.
mm-hmm. Especially given we didn't have a kicker,
Yeah.
he adapted pretty well to that, given the circumstances. It's like, hey, you're not a kicker. What?
Yeah. I think that Bobby Slowick, whatever, however
Mm-hmm.
you say the guy's name, ROC.
Yeah.
I think he called an exceptionally bad game against the Panthers.
Mm,
Like Stroud didn't play bad. Nobody played bad. It's just like we were very uncreative and it was frustrating.
mm-hmm.
But then he called some masterpieces like yesterday, man.
Right. We need all those points.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of the success of our team is going to be hinging on that. Like the coaching, obviously.
Yeah.
Sloyd being a big one, and Coach Ryan's.
Yeah, I'm sure that Ryans will this coming off season be putting a lot of effort into defense and running the ball, since
Yeah.
that's kind of his mo from San Fran. And yeah, I mean, I love that C.J. Stroud can do this, but we can't be asking him to do what he's doing on a regular basis and expect to go far. We gotta be able to run. You gotta keep him honest.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to, yeah. I don't think we can keep, long term answer can't be Damian Pierce.
Yep.
And the reason for that isn't a knock at Damian Pierce. It's just, we, his running style doesn't fit our offense.
Right.
He's a power rusher. It worked really well last year whenever we were running a power running offense. Now
Right.
we
Lovie
run
Smith.
we run the zone blocking scheme,
Yep.
and Arian Foster ran behind that and was very very elite because he was a one cut and go, one cut and go. He wasn't just like a downhill runner. He was one cut Like that's what he made his money off. He would get the ball, he would jump cut, and then just
Sprint.
cut back the opposite direction of where the zone block is going, and it's not a misdirection, but it's similar. And he was lethal with it. Damian Pierce, his jump cut is about as good as mine, but he's a
Yeah,
bowling ball. He's impossible to tackle.
right. But we don't got the right scheme for it.
Yeah.
Well, we're both playing the Portuguese teams here. I'm playing Porto and you're playing Benfica. MK Dons at home. Chelsea on the road. Let's see how we do. Yep, Alexis gonna have to sit here.
Are we playing this or sending this?
Um, leave it up to Bear.
I'm fine to send it.
We can sim.
Alright.
Uh,
Alright, game.
I've got all my guys.
yeah, I'll just make a couple of adjustments here so the wrong guys don't get subbed in. And we'll be Gucci. And then there. Nope. Good luck to you, Bill.
Good luck, and a win.
Sim to win.
I meant to win it.
Sim to win. 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 And 2-0 victory for Chelsea and a 3-0 victory for MK Dons. Very nice.
Yay!
Sorry, Portugal. In other news, wait, Bayern Munich didn't play? Oh, yeah, they did. Bayern Munich barely beat Lille 1-0. And hey, the Israeli team gave Inter a run for their money. Only losing 1-2. Off a late pen. Gave Inter the victory.
Same
Wow.
as your team that tied in K-Dons.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. That's the Champions League for you. That's the Champions League. It was at Israel. Maybe there was something. There was some poor room service or something.
Yep.
Bad hummus.
Hamas?
Oh God. Hummus.
Oh, Hamas.
Hummus.
Yeah.
How are you, Bear? How was your weekend?
It was alright. We went to a franchise expo. I want nothing to do with, but Sam wanted to go, and
Franchise Expo for what?
when you want to franchise, you want to own a franchise, so like
Like a donut palace?
well, those aren't franchises really, but like Shipley or
Okay.
Subway,
Okay.
and then like you can franchise and get the advertising and all that, you know.
Okay.
What are y'all gonna be proud owners of?
We're not.
Let me guess. Hold on, let me guess.
Donut.
Chicken and pickle. Oh wait, I already have one of those. Build a bear workshop.
Build a bear. Build a
Build it.
bear.
Get it.
I like it.
Bear.
I
Build a
like
bear.
it.
I
Yeah.
think it could happen.
I mean, I did learn a couple things there. We're talking to these people trying to sell us their franchise. Like,
Right, right.
if you can't sell like the whole point of franchising,
Mm.
if I may,
You
is
may,
that
you may.
you get a company that the consumer knows what quality and
Mm.
product they're gonna get.
Right.
Like so, like a Whataburger. You know, if you go to Whataburger here, Corpus, Houston, I don't know, wherever,
Yep.
you're gonna get the same basic Whataburger, right?
Right.
Yep.
But these franchises don't have any exposure in Texas at all. So bringing in a franchise
Mm.
into San Antonio, nobody knows what the hell that is.
Uh,
So you're not really getting any
The
advertising.
benefit.
Like no one here knows what Happy Peaches is. It's a
Mm.
car wash apparently. All right, from Georgia. I did not
why?
know that.
Why is it okay? Happy Peach? I thought it was a smoothie place.
Yeah, it could have been. Could have been. Um, and you had to pay royalty on your profit, like 7%. You got
Woo.
to pay the franchise fee every 10 years. What am I? Y'all should be paying me
Mm.
to be
Yes.
boistering your brand.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
but
not paying y'all for this.
but you get the strong,
Brand.
rich history of the brand.
But there isn't one.
Yeah. What was it called again?
Exactly. Exactly. So,
Potentially, we should be getting that if it was actually a reputable brand from
yeah.
Texas.
All right. So it's not a very good idea. I'm not saying franchising is a bad idea in large, but uh, you gotta can't just jump
Gotta be
into
a
it. You might
good
as well
brand.
just open up your own car wash, which is expensive as hell. But it's not like you just pay the franchise and they'll do the investing. Like you still have to pay to build it and everything. So it's not like
Right, it's a win-win for them.
it's a win. Why would
They
I do
take
this?
their money, whether you made money or not.
Uh, yeah, it's like the only
Yeah.
reason is if you don't want to worry about a menu or setup and you just want to run a business. That's the whole point of running a business. I don't know. Did
Not a fan.
not a fan of what was on offer.
Mm. Where was this at?
Is it the Freeman Coliseum?
Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool.
It'd be fun, to go to and see kind of because I have for the fun of it. Like I've looked at some of those things, like the cost of certain franchises. So Subway is one of the more like entry level friendly franchises.
Mm.
I want to say it's 250,000, and you can have your own franchise.
Huh.
Uh, and most all subways are not brick and like they're not standalone buildings. They're leasing
Mm.
space in like a shopping center or something like that.
Yeah.
So the
Yep.
the the startup costs comparative to a let's say Chick-fil-A is significantly lower. Uh, and then Chick-fil-A, on the other hand, is one of the more expensive ones to get into.
Mm.
That's why a lot of people that own Chick-fil-A's are like celebrities or former professional athletes. I think the financial backing you need, it isn't that expensive to start a franchise, but I think the financial proof of income or proof of assets you need is like
Mm.
several $1 million.
Wow.
It's like that Win has two Chick-fil-A's up in Dallas Fort Worth
Oh, really?
because Chick-fil-A is like, oh yeah, we would love for that Win to be one of our franchisees,
Right.
of course.
Put that on the
Just
billboard.
yeah, first Vietnamese player to be in the Hall of Fame, first Vietnamese player to play in the NFL. Like owns a Chick-fil-A. Like there's a lot of those type of people that own Chick-fil-A's.
Very good publicity.
So that's kind of their goal on it. People that are active in the community, that sort of deal.
Interesting. Interesting. It's good to know.
But Sonic's one that obviously Sonic can't be, because the way the business model is, Sonic can't be in a shopping center. It has to be its own property, its own building. So it's one of those that the entry cost is pretty high on, but the brand is so strong.
Interesting. Yeah, Sonic, you need a specific. Yeah, you need a specific lot. You need a specific setup.
Right.
You can't just have a regular office space.
Can you imagine a Sonic in the mall?
Right. It's not
Food
Sonic.
court. But yeah, there's franchise fees and then the royalty fees and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of sat down and researched and looked into it. It's very interesting.
The fees. Fee fi fo fee. Fee fi fo fum fee.
I think Subway, their thing isn't necessarily like a royalty situation. It's more of a, you have to buy all of your food from them, and that's where they make their money. So all your meats,
Yeah.
you can't shop around and oh yeah, I'm gonna get some cheaper meatballs and cheaper pepperonis. No, you have to buy everything from them. And for them, that's their quality control, right? Like they know that all their food from every one of their stores is coming from the same place. So no matter where you go and order it, your Italian BMT is gonna taste the same. But I think that's where they're making their money as a business, is each one of their franchisees is having to buy stuff from them, similar to Domino's.
Interesting, Sean.
If I ever bought a franchise, it would just have to be one that's it's boring and lame, but it would have to be one of the ones that's just totally limit. You know, don't be cute with it and try to go get Georgia peaches or whatever. Just
get Wash Tub or
it's lame, but get a McDonald's. I don't know what to tell you. You know.
Sean in a big game against Brentford. Recently promoted Brentford.
I'm in a big game against Liverpool.
And yeah, Bill had a big game against Liverpool. Now I'm in a big game against home to Manchester United.
Oh, big games all around.
Big games all around.
I just tied it up at 1. So does Sam want to start a franchise, or is this just let's go kill a
Sunday.
Perfectly fine Saturday?
Yeah.
It's been used for so many good things.
Yeah. I mean, she is interested in starting. But who's going to be doing the work? It's going to be me.
Right.
So,
she's interested in you starting a franchise?
Yes. He reads all these finance stuff, articles, and how to get, how to retire when you're 30. It's
30.
It's simple. It's storage units.
Yes, that's what I told him. That would be my choice.
What is it?
Nothing to do.
Storage units.
Oh, storage unit. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have any employees to manage. If people stop paying their rent, you get to you become owners of their property. You can auction it off, or you can just break into it yourself.
Alexis, sexy Alexis. The shot from outside of the box. So is storage unit also franchise? What was some of the places?
They do have some, especially up there in the city, those big ones.
Yeah, public storage.
Public storage.
Building.
Yeah, it's too boring, or what?
No, I mean that's what I would do.
Right, but Sam's like, nah. Where's the sexiness?
Huh?
Where's the pizzazz? Where's the panache?
Where's the prestige?
Where's the prestige?
I told her that's what I would want to do. one I would be interested in. She was looking at like a smoke shop, and I'm like, I don't know anything about smoke
Smoking.
And it was like, it was similar to that with like Subway. You gotta buy their own stuff. But what happens when this company that has 3 chains goes out of business? What are we gonna do then? So,
Go out of business too.
Yeah, that's why, like, for me, it would just have to be one of the bulletproofs, like the ones that have been here
McDonald's.
longer than I have. Like,
Yeah, longer than we will be. Mickey D's.
God damn.
it's not as fun when you go to your like family gatherings to say you started a Pizza Hut, but like,
Right. It's funny.
it's also not fun to go to your family at a family gathering and say you started up some like random thing, and then the owners or that FTX guy or whatever.
Right. Yeah. I'm a partner in FTX. Oh crap! So you lost everything. Some 20-year-old idiot.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Wow, emoji. It's funny.
How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing in the games?
I'm at 2-all. Not up here. Yeah, I've got the B team out here.
Yeah, I got my B team too. Thankfully, they're up 2-0, so I'll take it. Alexis is just, that same guy. He's still been insane. It's always the guys you get for cheap. Somehow do it. And Liberty Bell, who's been here the whole time, didn't pay a dime for him, just came to Chelsea. And he scored a goal. There you go.
Come on, guys. Come on. Show me something.
How about you, man? Where you at?
0-0. It's not. It's closer than I would like, you know.
You're at Brentford, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. Road games are tough.
Go ahead, go on the 89th.
Oh, nice.
Hat trick from Eminem, but Liverpool has a corner and it goes over the bar. Hallelujah. No more highlights, please. Please blow the whistle. Nice. Eminem hat tricks. I think the startup cost for storage units is pretty high though, because you have to have not a small plot of land, but you got to have some acreage.
Yeah, getting in the middle of a city is a bit expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know there's a guy here in North that has storage complex, and obviously here when you have boats, as many boats as people have, storage is in high demand. He's got 400 units, or it's like 413 units, and he charges around $300 a month. So
Yeah, that's a pretty good penny.
$120,000 a month.
Just to hold on to other people's stuff for them in a locker room. You don't even have to be there for them.
Like if you want to have one employee that watches the property, keeps track of stuff, mows the grass, that's fine. Other than that, you don't got to manage. Like, that's the hard part about owning a restaurant or a smoke shop or whatever. It's like you're gonna end up having on the low end
People.
4 employees, and on the high end 20.
And it's all the cash intensive. You got safe. You got to go to the bank. You got to
Process payroll, deal with my dog. My dog's coughing up blood. I can't make it in today. I say, dude, you don't even have a dog. Like, you're missing again.
Yeah.
Dealing with people would be the hardest part about owning a company.
Yeah, and I mean I make okay money now.
All right, what's the use?
It's more money.
More money, more money.
More money, more problems. Biggie said it.
Hey, what wrong?
Got
Have y'all
Biggie
ever
killed.
have y'all ever had have y'all ever had a goal line technology replay that actually ended up in a goal?
I've never seen a goal line technology.
Like actual goal line technology, I've
Like
never
in the
seen it
game.
either.
Really? Oh,
I've
maybe
never
y'all don't have
seen
maybe
goal
y'all
line.
don't have it on. It's like a setting in their replay settings. You can have goal line technology on.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I have it on,
Huh.
but I just never have had it where it actually like,
Save.
oh, the shot was on and it was close, but he saved it, but actually it was over the line and we scored. It's always like, oh, it wasn't over the line, so he saved it anyway. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, well, great, I guess.
Wow. Nope. Have not.
I'm ending this game with a 2.59 XG.
Oh, you smacked her.
Wow.
I'm running the
That is,
Fable
what is it?
3-2-2-3 formation.
The 3-2-2-3.
Just a score. Jesus Christ. Get some ball to the back of the net, please.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is the
God.
name of the game.
Uh,
That's why I give Bill a lot of credit in the beginning, because even when like he didn't have the players that he obviously has now, and even, the players he has, both of us have been kind of move on to a certain extent. Um, but like he didn't have like that much talent, but what he did, he still just like made it to where I'm just gonna score goals.
Can you actually still, baby?
And yeah, maybe I'll lose every once in a while, 5-0,
Oh,
5-1.
not every once in a while. Often.
But
Every other
then,
week.
yep. But then I'll play, Watford or somebody, and I'll win 3-1, and that will keep me going. I might lose to Man City 5-0, because I think in general, and in the game for sure, like the good teams are going to score on you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well score.
Well, my thing was, I read early on that in order for your players to progress at the quickest rate possible, you need to have a good coaching staff, you need to have the right training schedule, yada yada. But also, they need to play minutes in matches against high quality opponents, and they need to put up good ratings. Like that's the best way for your way for your players to progress is to put up
Play
good
good
ratings.
people and play well.
Yeah, play good people and play well. And the best way to get higher ratings is to score goals. Like even when your like center back gets a goal off of a corner, his rating jumps like 1.5 points. Meanwhile, he blocks 3 goals and it doesn't even affect it.
Yeah, no, it
And
doesn't
so it's
budge at
like
all.
if you want high ratings, you gotta score goals. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like even on a 0-0 draw, you think, oh well, my backline should all have 7.5 ratings. No, they don't. They all have like 6, 7, and it's like,
Yep.
well, they played well. They had a shot. It doesn't matter. Only way to get higher ratings is to score. So I was just like, you know what? If I want my players to progress, I need to score 10 goals a game and give up
8.
10 goals a game. It doesn't matter. Like just score and we'll get good ratings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that was kind of, and so yeah, that's been my strategy: just score as much as you can.
You have to score. You cannot. You need 3 points. A draw doesn't do much of anything. A draw might as well is closer to a loss than it is to a win.
Yeah,
Zach Wilson, you're
statistically.
terrible.
Zach Wilson's getting killed back here.
He just stood there. He banks up and he has no intention on throwing the ball and just waits to get signed.
He wants that field goal. He wants that field goal, Bear.
Big field goal guy.
We just need to lose by 3. Okay.
Well, you're losing by.
I could have thrown the ball there. It's a terrible play. I mean, you have like 3 people on one side of the field.
I would agree. I would hope that he would have an earlier outlet than what he had. But I mean, did they rush 4?
Yeah,
They
but
just.
one of them's Joey Bosa.
Yeah, and one of them's an all-pro guy. So they still
Greg
have
the leg,
Mack.
baby.
Greg,
Legatron.
Greg the leg. Greg the leg. Gets
Never
Sean.
in doubt.
Yeah.
Gets Sean a little bit closer.
Hey,
Gets him a little bit closer.
we are 8 points away from covering.
There you go. One score.
I'm just shocked. The Jets are 4-3.
I know. It's pretty. Yeah, as I saw, one person does this too. It's like, I mean, what? So if Aaron Rodgers played, they'd be one better.
Yeah.
Like, you really favor them to beat? Who did they? I mean, they played like the Dolphins. They lost to some. They played the They played the Chiefs. That was probably gonna be a loss, whether it's Rodgers or not. They've been fortunate to get to where they're at, but yeah, eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, to
But
see.
instead, they might even be 4-3, and it'd be an underachieving.
Right.
Oh, we really expected them to be better.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the Jets? Is the sky falling? Instead, it's like, oh man, 4-3. Way to go, Jets. Good job, Zach Wilson. Man, way to keep it afloat over there.
Yeah. Yep.
The Cougar Tamer, man.
God. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like the pick, but like you said, at least they're rolling the dice, and they got snake eyes on that one. So all right, they decided just all right, we're done rolling the dice. We'll go get Aaron Rodgers, and unfortunately, that didn't work out for them this season because he got hurt. But
Yeah, I do like it though. I mean, because
yeah,
the path there is Rodgers for 1 or 2 years and roll the dice again.
yep,
And you just let Wilson walk and go play for somebody else, not like the 49ers did with Trey Lance. And, maybe you hit on the next one.
yeah.
But it's better than doing what, the other New York team's doing.
Sheesh.
And, like, instead of admitting, oh, yeah, we missed on this guy, they're like, hey, we want to pay him $40 million
Yep,
to
he's our
be
guy.
really, really bad.
Yep, he's our guy for the next 4 years. We're done rolling the dice. Like with the Cowboys with Dak. Yep, he's our guy. 5-year deal.
Yep. They're so
Okay.
doomed.
Yeah.
God, Daniel Jones is
Yeah. They're screwed.
abysmal.
They're screwed. They are screwed.
He's open. Back to God. Throw the ball.
Sean. You know what you were doing when you were taking the Jets, Bear? Did you know what you were doing? Yeah,
They're at home. I don't. The Chargers are good either.
that's fair. That's fair. It's just funny. Well, we all are in the Carabao Cup here, right?
Yep.
Me. Um,
Uh, Sim-
Summit doing it.
I play Chelsea next. Wow.
Yes, we do, Bear. Oh my God, I gotta exercise some demons against you, man. Good grief!
I don't know.
All you do is kick my ass.
I need it.
I didn't get
Need
a
some
victory over
points.
you last year. You
Alright, I'm
got the victory.
simming it to winning it. Yeah. I think this year's gonna be a little different.
I certainly hope so. I mean, I don't know about that, Bear. I don't know.
Hey, those 4 points really did do a lot of work for me.
Yeah, I did. They should have called Tony Collusion on that. If they're, I'm sure what was the name? Who went down? West Brom was probably calling Tony Collusion.
Fair
Hey,
play,
these
right?
guys are brothers, and somehow you're telling me Bristol City got 4 points from Chelsea? How did they beat them? This is ridiculous.
Are those rigged? Script. Speaking of script, 33 here. What do you got, Herbie? What do you got, Herbie?
Incomplete. Zach,
Let's go. Let's go.
you already saw it?
Nope.
Oh, what game time are you at, Bear?
8:33.
Okay, we're about the same.
He dropped it.
He dropped it.
Nice.
There, incomplete.
Hmm.
There you go.
I thought you were saying what actually happened. That's it.
Oh.
Incomplete. Let's go.
Oh.
Back. Let's go.
Eckler, man, that's three drops in this game for Austin Eckler.
Yikes.
There's
His whole
Yikes,
value as a
yikes,
player is how well
yikes.
he catches the ball.
Right. Not a lot of value tonight so far.
Yeah, I like punts. I like punts.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Slap hands.
Not sure how I feel about the celebration there, given that the receiver dropped the ball. You didn't really do much there, Sauce.
They're happy they're getting off the field, you know.
No,
They'll
I
be back
understand.
pretty soon.
Don't go far.
Stay warm.
We're back in 4 plays, so happy they get a break.
Hopefully. I'd be happy to be back in 4 plays instead of 2 or 3.
Dang.
Empty
We only
downs.
win 2-0.
I think I beat the Newcastle.
The Magpies.
Oh my
Actually,
gosh, 7-0 over Watford.
poor Watford. I mean, come on. They shouldn't be here anymore. All the other teams like West Ham, Arsenal, Villa, Brighton, Bristol City, Premier League team. Bristol City, the 2-0 over Leeds. Very nice.
They're a championship team.
Yeah,
We
they just.
belong here.
That's right.
I'm very good against championship level teams, man.
You have a
The
great
next
record. You
draw.
have a great record in the championship, I would think.
As a coach, yeah.
Yeah, Bear has a great record. Well,
Have you ever played a board game, Bill, called Brass Birmingham?
Nope.
Apparently it's been highly ranked on Board Game Geek.
Oh, nice. Is it new
Brass
or
Birmingham.
No, it's been out since like 1960s or something.
Oh God.
It's just a new version, I guess, came out recently.
Update.
Huh.
The 21st century.
Patch notes.
I'm not super familiar with it. It is really highly rated. Let me see what the mechanics are. Build networks, grow industries, and navigate the world of the
Random
Industrial
fan.
Revolution. It sounds pretty fun, actually. Have you played it?
No, I was seeing if you would play it. If like Sam wants to play like more money board games,
Oh, yeah.
and I was
go
Terra
buy
Monopoly.
go buy go buy a,
no, she wants to
go
play
buy a
Monopoly,
Georgia
and I'm like,
franchise
no.
drive-through car wash.
Yeah. I was like, she was like, do you want to play Monopoly? That's a game I'd want to play. I'm like, oh please no.
Oh God, that's so
Let me
funny.
Oh, you need to
Uh,
start.
let me
You need
find something
you
else.
need to start policing our podcast and take care.
our
Yes. Yeah.
podcasted too.
Enough entrepreneur podcasts. Okay. Watch the Bachelor.
Yeah, let's watch The Bachelor. Yeah, there you
That's
go.
funny. Um, what was the Power Grid? She might like Power Grid.
Yeah,
It's a little. I mean, kind of. It's not. It's not that level, but
It's
you
kind of
probably
like,
like this
is
game.
it good at 2 players?
oh boy.
I don't know.
I was
Might
looking
be.
at other, like Acquire was one I saw. That's kind of like
Mhm.
real estate investing.
Yeah.
It's also like from the 60s or something.
Mm.
Uh,
But yeah, I
60s.
mean, Terraforming Mars is really fun. You have to probably play it like over the course of several nights because
huh.
it can take like it could take like the one game I played of it was about 5 hours.
Mm.
So kind of leave it set up on the kitchen table, play it over a couple of days.
Zach Wilson gets a
Oh, you're about coming up. Almost 2-minute break here to view the draw. You ready?
Oh yeah.
There's only 8 teams left. Oh,
Draw next team. Crystal Palace against Bristol City. Bristol City
Yeah,
gets
he's
another
goes against the
championship
championship
club.
again.
Draw next team.
yeah.
Arsenal against Liverpool.
Oh. Oh
Sheffield
no, oh
United
no.
against Brighton. Oh, Chelsea against
Yep,
MK
I knew it. I
Dons.
freaking knew it. And I was like, as soon as Arsenal Liverpool, I was like, oh crap.
Hey, you're at home at least.
Yeah, that's true. It does give an advantage. Last two champs playing against each other in the quarters. That's not what you like to see, but what can you do?
What can you do?
I knew it. As soon as it was Liverpool Arsenal, I was like, oh crap. So look at Bear. Bear's got a shot. He's gonna one of the defending champs is gonna one of the last 2 years champs is gonna be out. Liverpool or
Okay.
Arsenal is gonna be out.
Yeah, I mean, a legit chance.
Bear has the easiest matchup with Crystal Palace. Hey, this could be Sean's first Premier League trophy. Oh my God, Zach Wilson, no. Oh, that was a highlight.
Was it a highlight or a
Oh
one
well,
back?
yeah, I guess depending on your. Yeah, they're crushing this offensive line.
I
It's just
mean,
four
they
guys.
should be. I mean, it's cool night go Bosa, so
Yeah,
they should be getting a sack every other play.
and so far so good.
Oh, pretty ball.
Uh,
Yeah, I thought it was a hold on the defender. I thought he had his arm around him.
yeah. Well, the ref agrees. MK Dons hosts West Ham, and Chelsea travels to the House of Horrors, Bristol City. Good grief. Oh man.
I'm going to be right back. I'm gonna simulate this one on my end,
Okay.
so y'all can focus on y'all's.
Well, 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 Bear. Here we meet again. You. How many times must you beat me?
I'm not playing my starters really, so it's probably not gonna go too well for me.
Yeah. We'll see. My most of my starters are playing, so. Reese James and Blow. Blow.
Minimum team.
Well,
Fourth down. Will the Jets go for it?
we'll see. We'll see.
I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
How was your week, Stu? Weekend?
Good, good.
Oh.
More floor down. Had to buy. I guess it was kind of a good thing that it went on clearance. I guess it's going out of our distribution. So we say like 50%, 50 cents per square foot.
Oh.
But yep, there's more floors. We're on the upstairs floor now. Doing the guest bedroom. Did some of the guest bathroom amenity. Still trucking along. Got a 3-day weekend coming up with Veterans Day. I took Friday off so that we could get an extra day of work in. But I mean, overall, got some good work done, so I can't complain.
Oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
Did he just?
Coast to coast.
Yeah, I guess he did. I mean,
It's gonna be a different game. It's gonna be a different.
yeah, I think you're right. We didn't have any plays like that last season.
You guys are getting carving
This guy was not here.
through all three of my defenders. Nobody puts a body on him or anything.
Oh, wait a second. Jefferson puts a body on him, is what he's saying.
Oh,
Alexis.
Escargot.
Escargot. It's not an awful nickname. Mokoku.
16? This mile? Oh no, he gets sacked in 4th and 16. Okay, alright, Rama.
Oh, Rama. Richie!
Good shot, good shot.
That's a good shot. Rato taking the dog for a walk. Taking the dog for a long walk. A lucky pass to Alexis. Ooh, I guess that was a shot. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, Havertz. Oh. Jimmy Coco. Back to Julia Roberts. Aaron Zakis, Havertz, and Mukoko.
He's outside. He's outside.
Is he? Is he? Is he? Simon Hooper.
Check.
Oh, well. I guess the goal has been awarded. Rato just kind of shoving it downfield there. Oh, wait a second. Kawhi Leonard. One-on-one with the keeper.
Ball.
Leonard hands on head. Thinks he could have scored there, and he's probably right. Jefferson.
We're getting some shots on target. Just like some good hands by Henderson.
Chelsea's pulling the old 2 shots on target, 2 goals trick here so far, so you have to think that would come to an end at some point here. Oh, there goes the Kokemeister. Versick with the save. Sega! Versick with the strong hand once again.
I mean, going up 2-0 on 0.75 XG. I mean, some could say XG's made up, but
Some would. I know someone who would say XG is made up. Oh,
oh,
a nice interception. Bristol City down 2-0, but not out. Oh.
The magic was almost there. She was on target, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, look at the fight between Pereira and Guerrero there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no!
Edwards got his ass kicked.
Yeah, well.
Can't man mark everybody.
Leonard? Kawhi? Oh!
We're getting some looks.
Yeah, getting quite a few looks. I've not really thought about it.
Webster.
Richie's! Oh!
Nice.
Bristol City!
Has Chelsea's number, but no one else's. Or at least.
This is their championship team. Oh, here comes McTiernan. Plays the ball to Webster. Edwards. Oh, Roberts. Oh, Julia Roberts somehow doesn't get the ball. Not great there. Kawhi Leonard.
Again, with the wing play.
Kawhi Leonard! Yeah, I think Roberts, he's a young guy I brought in for right back. And I think he's a bust. I think this is it for me. He's not playing. He's going the other 21s, and I'm selling him at the end of the year. That's what you do, Bear. If you have a player that right now in your season that you know what you thought was going to be good, turns out he's not, just sell him next season. You'll get 10% profit. Coco cannot get that third goal.
God, he just beats everybody.
Well, when you have that kind of speed, that's what you can do.
Force outside too. Maybe lower my line, maybe.
I don't know. Sometimes 19 acceleration, 19 pace. I don't know. There's a lot of tactics for it. Havertz. No! Straight to his hands. Yeah, Roberts has been awful. Roberts has been awful. Well, so far so good. First half for Chelsea. Webster. Oh. Oh. Did you slow down the highlight speed?
No, I was making this up.
Michael Leonard. Mikhail. Baldanzi comes in. Oh.
Actually, we might as well lose by 5, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got an injury. Fuck.
I got an injury too. Well, it's not card off injury, but.
Got the stretcher for my boy. My favorite player so far this season. Escargot. It looks like he suffered a torn groin? How do you know that? How do you know? How do you know? Well, not great, Bob. Not great. Riches. Brefa. Oh, you got some talent on this team, Bear. I would admit. Some talent on this team. Oh!
Oh, how did he get there?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, you're going a little off helter-kelter here, huh?
Yeah, that guy subbed in. He can't really play natural fullback, so I had to put him as a little forward.
Yeah, well, everyone on my team's tired, so.
Hey, I've seen you score at 90 minutes at the death.
Oh my
Fabio, wait, one man to beat. Fabio dribbling straight at him. Oh, he loses the ball. Oh, Edwards just gives him the death stare, and then makes a great pass to Morrow. Chelsea struggling to get back. Webster, Abrefa, Riches. Pierce the veil. Fabio back to pierce the veil.
My team's tired.
Aranzakis, Pavone slams the door.
Not like this.
Not like this, says Mukoko. Goes back to Fabio. Wait, on the side. Oh my god! The ping pong gods were not in his favor. Malone gets the lucky rebound and puts it in.
Well, you finally got your revenge,
Sweet. Oh no. Jefferson on the sidelines. In a cast. Is it his arm again?
Yeah, he can play with that. He has experience playing with one arm.
That's true. You're not wrong. Wait a second.
Morrow.
Morrow. Oh, put some pressure on the defense. What in the world? Simon Chechanowski. Harvey pierced the veil and Bursic grabs it. Motown, Pavone, Chechanowski, and oh, goodness. Yeah, unfortunately, Bristol City playing with 10 men here. We'll have to see. Yeah, and that will be the hat trick for Mukoko. Yoda. Yoda.
Oh, not again. Yeah, I'm gonna get fired at this point. Well, the first half was kind of close. We were close to an XG for the first,
Yeah,
20 minutes.
Is y'all's game done?
Almost,
it
yeah.
is now.
No.
Fortunately, it was not a
Bristol City
repeat of last year.
upset.
Nope,
Bristol
not
City
even
is
close.
upset.
Boo.
Taking turns on who's holding the record against me, running the train on me.
Riding the train. Oh God. I'm sorry, Bear. GG.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Macaco with a hat trick.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the biggest casualty for me is my boy Alexis, who was on fire. 10 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, and an 8.37 rating, has a torn groin. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks. So, somehow, some way, Bristol City always finds a way to screw me. Not ideal, but what can you do? Injuries happen. Dad,
Yeah.
Sean needs some help.
I just got a 1-0 win against West Ham. I had 3.3 XG and I scored in the 89th.
Woo. Very nice, very nice. Yep, through 10 games, MKD and Chelsea both with 9 wins. Of course, MKD doesn't have a loss. They have a draw. Chelsea does have a loss. And Tottenham with 7 wins. 6 points back of first. Leicester still holding on. 6 wins. The 4th spot. And Bristol City is in 15th with 10 points, 3 points clear of the drop zone.
Mm. With the start that Bristol City had, you would think they probably are wishing that they're doing a little better.
Right. But good performances in the Carabao Cup. And hopefully, if they get some injured players back, can make a run here.
Let's see what are my injuries now? Current injuries: Daniel Jebison out for 7-9 days. Yeah, my main stars are back, so good. Well, I couldn't play one last game, but now all my stars are back, so that's good.
Nice.
I play Arsenal next. That'll be fun.
Oof.
Let me check the job boards, because I might be headed that way.
Yeah, who's really underperforming so far? I mean, Liverpool at 10th, still not great. West Ham at 11th. Usually West Ham was top 5, top 6. For them to be at 11th is below their more recent standard. Brighton 14th, only a point ahead of Bristol. Villa with their cash at 17th. Newcastle at 8th, and yeah, that's about it. Leicester, the Molesters, doing just fine, it looks like. You play Benfica coming up here, Bill?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Go
funny how
back
that.
through it.
Yeah, it's funny how that goes. Oh God! Broken
Hmm.
ankle for Yusuf Mukoko.
Oh no.
2 to 3 months. Fudge.
Oh no. Leading the Premier League in goals.
Gosh, 2 of my best players injured in the last 3 days. Yikes. Well, I guess we'll send to the specialist. Best available treatment, please. Well, that does dampen the enthusiasm a bit, but just have to do the best we can and hope to stay on course to a certain extent. There's just so many games coming up here in December. It's tough to miss them. Damn you, Bristol! That's fine. That's what it is.
You got hurt playing me?
No, I got hurt in practice. Practice, man. I'm talking about practice. Who's the guy that broke his ankle? I'm firing him. Whoever it is. Oh yeah, he needs to train properly. Yeah, I really went into this off season being like, can you survive a major injury to one player of each position?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer has to be yes, or else you're failed the off season. And thankfully, the answer was yes, and I think I'll be okay. I mean, obviously, my team is not better with $150 million players sitting on the injury table, but hopefully I can just keep staying competitive. Well, good luck to you, Bill. Now you travel to Benfica. Enter hosts Israeli Hapoel Be'er Sheva. Sure, I got all the right guys here.
Why do you take a 12-yard sack?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Good one. That's a good one.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Him to win?
Yeah, sentiment's fine. To win is fine. Okay. What can you do?
What can you do?
Alright, well. Good luck, Bill.
Good luck, that boss.
This would be if I beat Porto here. I think I'd automatically qualify. I'd have 4 wins. And we do win. Thankfully.
I won by the same score second
Yeah.
time as I did the first time.
There you go. And then Bayern Munich drew with Lille. And the Israeli team lost 6-0 to Inter. So yeah, it's definitely going to be all there for you for who gets first seed in the group comes down to that matchup in although I guess you're probably are you still ahead on goal difference in your group?
Oh, I'm way ahead. Yeah, but
even with the
so a tie here would be fine.
Right.
At home. Yeah,
That's
because whenever I beat that Israeli team 11-0.
Hey, it mattered. The goal difference mattered. It mattered. Because I had that guy Ashford, Bill. He's like one of the better prospects I have. He's younger. I think how old is he now?
Mm-hmm.
He's 20. He just turned 21. And I had him on loan to Club Bruges last year. He played 40 games. And yeah, like he didn't he's like the 7th man. But I was like, well, he just has to sit here on my under 23s because if one of those other 6 guys gets hurt for 2-3 months, he needs to be there because otherwise I'm playing some kid who's not ready for it and can't afford it.
Yeah.
Same thing with the midfielder. I loaned in a guy from for Sharon from Atletico Madrid. He's my 7th guy, but there you go. Escargot, as Sean called him, goes out for 2 months or 4 to 6 weeks. Hopefully not 2 months, for God's sake. And he can take a spot. That's how it's gotta be. Come on, Jets.
Hey, they got stopped
Well,
again.
gotta stop.
Doesn't mean their offense is gonna do anything.
Yeah, 6 points to this point is enough. We're asking for a lot there. I'm asking for a little more than that.
Come on, get out there. Suit up, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, MKD plays Tottenham. 1 versus 3.
Yep.
Big game. I have 13th ranked Southampton. And Sean, who do you have?
Arsenal.
Nice, nice. Yeah, the Detroit Lions kind of makes me think, Bill. Kind of you were talking about how it's just important, like, because yeah, like I mean, like the GM that drafted Damian Pierce didn't necessarily make a bad pick. He's not a bad player. He's just he just does not fit our run scheme, which D'Amico Ryans is going to want to do the zone run, which is what 49ers do, and he's going to keep that going. And D'Amico Ryans wasn't the head coach when they drafted that
Right.
guy, so it's not necessarily his fault. And yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, dang, Singletary's kind of running the ball okay. Like, oh yeah, he's a quicker guy who can make a cut. His cuts are okay.
Yep.
I mean, obviously he's not not what we would need. He's kind of replacement level guy. But even then, it's like, oh wow, he's better than Pierce in this offense.
Yep. I mean, I think it's scheme on that stuff matters.
Yeah, and I think about the Lions. It's like, yeah, did they suck those first couple of years? Yes, but Campbell was able to like, hey, we are going to run the ball like this. I want a running back of this style. I want linemen of this style. And now they're able to run the ball down those teams' throats if Montgomery and Gibbs are playing. They got their linemen because they're now
Yep.
all the linemen they've been drafting this last few years. And yeah, I mean that's what goes back. I mean, you look at the Giants. It's like how many coaching changes did they have? They had Judge. They had a lot of crap coaches in a row there. Um, and everyone's coming in with a new scheme. It's like, oh well, we got 3 linemen that are good for the zone blocking scheme.
Right.
Well, I'm Lovie Smith and I prefer the power blocking scheme. Oh, okay. Well, I guess these guys aren't really what we need,
Yeah.
but
And
they're
I
under
think
contract.
and I think the thing is like a lot of times you just can get caught up in thinking that doesn't matter. Like good player is a good player, which
Mm,
eventually, yes, a good player is a good player. Um, and that's all that matters. Like if you're good enough, you're good enough.
mm-hmm.
But like just for something to be turnkey and ready to play right now, familiarity trumps talent.
Mm,
And I think like that's what we're seeing right now. Like yes, Damian Pierce just eventually might be able to learn how to run behind this offense.
yeah,
But
hopefully, maybe.
in the immediate, there's just too much to figure out here.
Right.
It would be like if Michael Parsons went to a team that wanted him to play in a 3-point stance
Mm,
rather than standing up because he stands up a lot.
right.
And if he went to a more traditional 4-3 with 4 down linemen, and then they want their linebackers to be more coverage based,
Right.
he would struggle. Eventually, would he figure it out? Sure, but
Would he ever
immediately,
be as good as he is? What he's doing
right,
now? Maybe not.
right. And it's the same with for a lot of corners. Like what the defensive coordinators are asking. Like a defensive coordinator that runs a lot of zone, like a lot of zone, that's going to go get a guy like Sauce Gardner, it's not going to work out as well. Because in college, he played man to man. He always was like isolation. Like, put me on this guy, I'm going to delete him from the game. Um, and that's just what he's always done. And if they're just going to be like, oh, yeah, no, you're going to come play for a team that we're going to do like cover two, or sorry, not cover two, because cover two is man. We're going to do like cover four, and you're just
Right.
going to be, on the deep zone all the time, or you're going to be playing the flat. Like, that's it. And what's the other legendary Jets corner over the years? Revis Island.
Revis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a good one. So whenever he was in a man offense, or sorry, man defense, he was the best corner in the league. And then he got put in a position where he was having to do a lot more zone, and Revis Island was no longer Revis Island. It was open for business.
And Chargers score again.
Was that a punt or what happened there?
Pick. It was a pick
Oh,
fumble.
pick. Oh God.
I didn't think complete. Oh no, that's a fumble.
Yeah, that's a fumble.
Whoop, and then he lost.
Well, Barry can't win them all on this. Hey, you didn't lose them all. That's nice. Like me.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad luck for me though, to pick the Cardinals, and the next day they trade Josh Jobs, and I'm like, oh shit. I did not have picked the Cardinals if I knew Josh Jobs was not going to be their quarterback.
It's still more impressive performance on the weekend. CJ Stroud or Jeff Jobs?
I think Stroud, of course I'm biased, but I think Dobbs deserves a lot of credit just to show up and do
Dude,
what he did.
he didn't take he didn't play a single practice with that team.
Right. Show up.
He didn't have a single practice. Like, I can't imagine going into the huddle and they call the play and he's like, huh?
Yeah.
What play? Like, they would have had to like print it out on a whiteboard and be like, hey, this guy's going here and
Right.
this guy. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
Like, you go into the huddle and you just like, you don't even know who's, but like, you want to chew this guy's butt for not making the block. You don't even know his name.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. And I was thinking, even when they did the trade, I was like, wow, it was just a 6th rounder and a conditional 7th. I was like, well, then I was like, well, Dallas got Trey Lance for a 5th. So I guess it's not that much of a pay.
Right. I can't imagine the task of that. You don't even know, Dink? Man. You don't even know the name of the plays. You don't know the name of your teammates. You don't know, like, you come to the sideline and you're, let's say your helmet's messed up. Who's the equipment manager here? Who fixes this thing?
Which way is our locker room?
Some coach comes over and starts talking to you. It's like, I don't know, is this my head coach? Is this my quarterback's coach? Like, who is this guy?
Yes. And they beat the Falcons with a pretty decent defense.
And then they go, yeah, this wins.
Sheesh. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I didn't get to watch a lot of that game. I saw like the game-winning plays there, but I don't know how much culpability Atlanta has.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously not ideal to give up a game-winning drive to a guy that literally just showed up. Has no idea what the hell he's doing. How could he?
It's crazy. It's goes my mind. Players like talk about how complex offenses are, and like, oh, look at this play. The name of this play has 17 words in it, and like man, crazy, and then it's just like the dude can just show up off the street and figure it out. Apparently, it's not that complex.
I know he's a really smart guy. Wasn't he like an engineer or some kind? In school, he studied like some complex stuff.
Yeah, but
still.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That blew my mind. Blew my mind.
Yeah. Well, what's your score, Bill?
Well, I just used all 3 of my subs. And right after that, I got an injury that required my immediate attention. It's 0-0 in the 7th game.
Gotcha.
And I'll be playing out
I hate that
for
when
the
that
rest of the
happens.
game. The players are so fatigued, I gotta be using my subs. So.
Yeah. You gotta do it. It just sucks that it happens.
Yeah.
Which is why every time I actually see it in reality, I'm like, why didn't the guy use all his subs? It's like, well, that's why.
Yep. But I did just get a goal at 74.
You scored?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I scored again. Is that on sides? Is that on?
The injury bonus.
I want to say I was off on that. Yeah, thought so. And we win 1-0.
Wow. There you
Down
have
a
it.
man.
There you have it.
Better team wins.
Your team wins. Oh, don't bother. Okay. Oh, that's a big win.
What's the city? They're taking a day off.
Not a good time.
Not a good time. I mean, Arsenal was pretty good. They were pretty good when I played them. And obviously they beat me, but they did not. They had some chances, but they were not easy by any stretch. Yeah, one of the players that I have, Bill Roberts, who I bought from Ipswich last year, or maybe 2 years ago. I played him a couple of games, and he hasn't gotten to like a 7.2 rating yet, and I was like, yep, not gonna work out for him. Calling it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got somebody otherwise who's better than him anyway, and is doing better. So it's like, all right, well, he can go to the under 23s team, and I can sell him in the off season for 10-50% profit.
Yep.
For nothing. Just wearing a Chelsea uniform for a little while. Yeah, thankfully Southampton was pretty easy. Not a shock.
A little 14-day break here. Out for
Yeah.
4 weeks. Groin strain.
The groin, the curse of the groin.
There's you ball. Yeah.
Protect
Oh,
your
she
nuts,
wants
people.
me. Protect the ding ding.
Newton. Zach Wilson does not seem to be understanding that you can't take long/bad sacks. Classic Newton. Does he, Newton? Does he? Does he? Well, I guess we should save it there, Bear.
Yep.
Well, Bill keeps
No.
the undefeated streak alive. Only a couple of draws so far. 2 draws so far this season, Bill?
Yeah, one in the Premier League, and then one there against Inter.
The rest are wins.
Yeah, I drew Man City on an 87-minute goal by Lorenzo Luca header,
Of
and
course.
then I drew Inter on a 91st-minute
Ugh,
goal.
God. An
That
89th
makes them
minute
out.
goal.
Yeah, and 89th, yeah. So
Yikes. Yeah, that's tough.
kind of weak at finishing matches out. It seems.
Yeah, but so far so good. Yep, I got all wins except the loss at Arsenal. It's not ideal, but rivalry game. They're a good team. Their player of the match for them was their goalkeeper, 7.9 rating.
You see the schedule December for us?
Let's see.
We play each other in back-to-back games.
Oh God.
We play each other in the Premier League and then the Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup quarters.
4 days apart.
Oh, that's right after a Champions League or final Champions League match.
Yeah, that's just
But you play
a
Israel, don't you?
brutal. Yeah, we got a brutal 8 games in December.
I know. That's why I'm sad that Mokoko's not going to be there for. When is he expected to come back? He's expected to come back. Yeah, on December 23rd at the earliest they have. So yeah, after that.
Mm.
But yeah, December's tough. A lot of games.
Yeah, if I beat Inter here at home,
Mm-hmm.
then against that Israeli team, I'm gonna play like the under-18s or something.
Right. Yeah,
Because
I probably.
even a loss there would still keep me ahead.
Yeah, unless I. Yeah, I'm up. My goal difference is a lot better than Munich. And yeah, and as long as I get a point against the French team for me, Lille, then even if Bayern beat me and beat Porto, they still won't beat me on goal difference. So yeah, I'll probably play under the backups there too. I mean, but yeah, for right now, I mean with no Mukoko, there's not really like a no Mukoko, no Escargot. There's not as much of a big drop off. It's kind of like, well, that guy was a B teamer before, and now he's on the A team. Just out
Yeah,
of circumstance. So, but we'll see. Well, GG's, boys.
GG's guys.
GG's.
We'll do it again for Thursday Night Football.
Yes, sir.